I'm Dan, and I'm here with 3 of my sons. So tonight we have Jeremy.
Hello.
We have Justin.
Hey there, guys.
Jared.
Why am I here?
And also with us tonight we have a special guest, friend of the family, Sophia.
Hello.
His fault.
They're gonna
Because he
not.
didn't win. If he would have won the primaries.
It was rigged against him. How is he supposed to win? And here's the thing. I get that, the DNC, what's that argument you made? That they're a private organization. They can do what they want. If they want to make it, so that Bernie Sanders never really had a chance and they want to help Hillary Clinton along, that's their right. But then you can't expect people to come out and vote for you if you're going to do that. If you're not going to make it fair, you can't expect the votes.
But I told you
it's
this
their own
before.
fault.
I was a Bernie supporter. I've always liked him, and I voted for him in the primary. But,
right.
but he's not a Democrat. He's an independent.
Which is kind of better.
So when he stepped in to run as a Democrat, he knew what the challenges were, and he knew they were going to try and fuck him. If he would have just run as an independent, instead of trying to jump in the Democratic ticket, he could have run against both Trump and Hillary.
Are you allowed to vote for an independent no matter what your party is?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to vote for whatever party is depending on what you're registered in.
No. That's only for the primary. What your party is when you're voting only applies to the primary, not to the general election.
Right.
Well,
If
that's
you're,
what I'm saying,
if you're an
though.
independent,
But
you don't
that's-
have to have a primary if you're an independent. Just say, I'm
yeah.
just running.
Oh, yeah.
It's what Ross Perot did. It's what, I want to say
Gandhi.
Anderson Cooper, but that wasn't his name. John Anderson. John Anderson was an
Yeah.
independent who ran too.
But then he would have had even less media coverage, and it would have been even harder for him to get his message out.
No, he wouldn't have had less because he is a United States senator, so they would be paying attention to him.
No, they wouldn't.
It's not, yes, because he's not just some schmuck, not just some unknown person. He's a United States senator.
What was that one guy's
He
name?
was fairly unknown to people before this election.
Not to progressives like me.
Okay, so what? Like 10% of people
No,
knew who he was before?
The country is center left.
I didn't know who he was before this.
Obviously not.
No, the key
No,
word there,
the center left didn't come out to vote. But we still have them.
the key word there is center left. The thing is that they're left, but if they feel like the left isn't doing what they want, they will go right.
Here's the thing.
No, they won't go right.
Yeah, they'll go for
You
a
can't
center
fault
right.
him for running as a Democrat.
Two lefts don't make
Oh,
a
I don't
right.
fault him for that.
felt-
I'm just saying that you have to. He knew there was going to be an extra challenge
No.
by
no,
running as
you
a
can't-
Democrat.
But yeah, okay, but you can't say he would have known that they were going to collude against him. You can't say that
Okay.
because our
No,
government's
but he
not
still
supposed
knew.
to do that.
He still knew that it would be an extra challenge because there were some states where there was even a question as to whether or not he could even run
Okay, but then
because
also,
he was an independent and not a
right.
Democrat.
And then also you can't say that he would have gotten the same amount of media coverage if he ran as an independent because that's just not true either.
he would have got a lot of media attention because he's a U.S. senator. Yes. Yes.
You just saw it. He ran as a Democrat this year. He's a U.S. senator and he got barely no coverage.
No coverage. He was all over the news every night.
No, he wasn't.
Sure, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
There are plenty. No, if you compare the amount of coverage he got to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and even
You can't
fucking
compare it to Donald
Cruz.
Trump
Yeah,
because they were fucking
Well,
every
but-
time.
but-
he
but that's
showed
the
up
thing.
somewhere.
But that's the thing. Donald Trump. There was numerous times where they showed an empty podium of Donald Trump waiting to give a speech
Right,
while
of Donald
Bernie
Trump,
was
yes.
out there giving speeches. So instead of shooting over so we could watch Bernie Sanders give a speech,
They would shoot away from him. They would
they would
move
shoot
the
away and they
camera
would
from
just
him.
show an empty podium where Donald Trump might be in an hour or two. So you can't say that he got as much media coverage. And
No, nobody got as much media coverage as Trump.
And those emails that came out, I'm just saying there are, but no, it's nothing bad. But Hillary Clinton's team said that they wanted the media to focus on Trump more during the primaries because they felt that was their best chance to
Right,
win.
they wanted to, but that doesn't mean they were directing the media to do it.
Just like Donna Brazile wasn't giving answers to Hillary Clinton.
One, and it was in the town hall. It wasn't in one of the debates.
Doesn't matter.
But it was, and they got rid of her.
Right, yeah, she resigned.
It was not that big of a deal.
I'm not saying it was that big of a deal. I'm just saying You look at how they
I'm
wanted
not
him.
saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying
I'm
they
not just
wanted
saying,
him.
I'm just
They
saying.
wanted him to have more airtime, so that's what they did. You can't tell me that the people on MSNBC and CNN, you're gonna tell me that they're not insiders, that they're not Washington insiders, that they don't get buddy
I
with
don't
the
think
people
they're.
in Washington.
I do not believe they're getting their marching orders from the DNC or the RNC. Yes, I don't believe that. I don't believe that the Democratic National Committee goes to CNN and says, "Hey, do this for us," and they say, "Sure, we'll skew it your way." I don't believe that. No.
But they fund them.
I don't.
But they fund them. So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they try to help out the party that they give money to?
They give money to everybody. All
I'm
the big
just saying-
corporations give money
I'm
to
just
everybody.
saying they
Where's the
have
line,
they
brother?
have
No.
someone that they want to
No,
win.
Why? Why do they want Hillary to win over Trump?
Because she's more corporatist. Because she's a corporatist and she's not populist. Trump is just
Why
there-
wouldn't they
'cause
want
Trump's
every
message
damn
was he's
Republican to win then? Because Republicans are way more corporatist than Hillary is.
because certain just because they're corporatist, it doesn't mean they don't have their own views on how the government should be run and how like the economy should be run and things like that. They can still be liberal. That doesn't mean that they don't want certain people in the office. They want liberal,
They are not going to skew their news coverage
might want
for
liberal-
one party over the
they
other.
might want liberal like civil issues done, but when it comes to like the economy and other things, maybe they want them to be more corporatist.
CNN is not Fox News.
No, but MSNBC is basically Fox
MSNBC
News.
is, and but we know that going in. CNN
Yes.
does not skew their coverage to one candidate over the other.
The Clinton News Network. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
I think you're mistaken there.
I am
but
not.
okay.
I will not believe that. Nope. I will believe that anything the Republican National Committee tells the Fox News they'll do. And I will believe that almost anything the DNC tells MSNBC they'll do.
Okay, but there's two
But I will
large.
not say, I will not believe that like the New York Times or the Tribune or CNN skews their coverage anyway based on parties. No, I won't.
But you had protesters outside of CNN demanding that they cover Bernie more, and they still didn't cover. Well, I mean, eventually they did, but while there was protesters outside, they didn't cover the protesters outside their office.
You know why that is?
They didn't go to the Bernie
Why
Sanders
is that?
rally.
Why
was
is
going-
that?
Why is that? Yeah.
Ratings and money, because they're gonna get more people to watch if they're showing a racist, misogynist, bigot, idiot running for president than Bernie standing up there talking about weed and free college. That's why.
Weed and free college.
Because you know why? Because who's Bernie's biggest supporters? Young people. And who's watching CNN? Not young people. It's old people. And that's
that
where
media
their
is
ratings
dying.
are. That's where their ratings are. And like I said in past podcasts, the news now is trying to their goal is to make money and get ratings. Not like it used to be.
So then aren't you?
And you
agree-
know who-
Then aren't
and
you
you know
agreeing
who
with
allowed-
Jeremy?
but-
Because wait.
No.
If,
They are going where the money is, not where the DNC tells them to go.
well, okay, now
And
the
you know who
DNC
made?
tells
Wait.
them to go.
Who made them all that money? Who put the Telecommunications Act in place so that they could make all that money and basically monopolize the news? Who did that? The Democrats.
They don't
Clinton
monopolize
did that.
the news.
Clinton. There's only six large There's only six large companies
And who
that
owns
run all the
CNN?
news. I'm just saying.
Who owns CNN?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But
Ted
I'm-
Turner.
But I'm just saying.
Isn't it Ted Turner?
Who was the one
Well,
who
I'll-
made it possible for
I
them
don't
to
know.
do
How would I
that?
know that?
Who's the one who made it possible for them to make the most money? Because there's no other news organizations out there that can compete.
There's also the
It
idea
was
that if
the Clintons.
they're-
It was the Democrats.
if they're trying to
No, it
target
wasn't
their,
the Democrats. It was all of them.
Okay, but yeah, okay, so it's all people on the inside in Washington.
But that's one's got nothing to do with the other. It doesn't.
do you watch? Do you watch the Young Turks?
I've seen a few episodes. Yes.
I don't. And then this is not CNN. This is MSNBC, so it's not CNN. But there's multiple people on the Young Turks who, at one point, worked for both Fox News and MSNBC,
Mm-hmm.
and they will tell you that they get a lot of what they're saying from the individual.
I
parties.
agree
know,
with
I
you
know.
there
I agree
about
with that.
I
MSNBC
know.
and Fox.
But CNN is not that
I'm
different.
talking about if you really want to think about it, those 5 major corporations that own all the news media, they're all conservative Republicans.
Yeah.
So why would CNN, who's owned by conservative Republicans, want to suck up to Hillary.
It's the demographic thing you were talking about. They're targeting older people, the majority of older people.
Who are conservative.
Not to mention.
No. They're targeting. Their demographic, as
but-
you just stated, was older voters, and you just
And
also
older
stated.
people tend to be more conservative.
Right.
But you
but-
also stated that the majority of the country is center left. So they
Okay,
would
so-
typically want to do the older generation's idea of what left
So-
would be, which would be Hillary Clinton, not
They
Bernie.
would want Hillary over Bernie and they'd want Hillary because, as you can see through her policies, she is pretty conservative.
Yeah, she is.
She voted for the
she's a
Patriot
centrist,
Act.
Yeah, all those crazy idiots did though. All of
I
them.
don't give a fuck.
All
It doesn't
except
make it
for
good.
Bernie, I think.
It doesn't make it good.
No, it doesn't make it good.
They can
But
just
you-
watch us now at all times.
That's bullshit. But that
But
was
it gives
George.
them the option.
That was W.
It doesn't matter who it was. She voted for it. She voted for the Iraq War.
She was a bad
At
candidate.
the time, yes, she was a bad candidate. Yes,
And
but that doesn't mean that Democrats shouldn't have come out and voted for her instead of letting him get elected and be president.
so
you know
here's
what?
here's
the
my
positive might be that maybe this will kick the Democrats into fucking gear.
Yes, maybe it will.
Yes.
Hopefully, they can re-examine what they've been doing. Maybe get some more progressives in the party.
Maybe this needed to happen. Maybe we needed this terrible evil so that we could finally move forward as a country.
I hate to say that. I don't want a terrible evil.
I know that. I know it's scary. I know it's shitty. But you know what? Sometimes it has to happen because people got too complacent and shit was going wrong. Shit was going south.
if we can fight
You
to
know-
get money out of politics at the state level and get more state representatives who are
We
progressive
can do that.
into the
But
House,
I
into the
don't want-
Senate.
I don't want the evil.
I get that.
But that's like saying, dude, they're really coming up with some really nice running blades. So cut my legs off now so I can get them.
Listen.
Hey, you wouldn't get tired.
No,
No
it's-
shin splints?
No
fucking
I can
thank
run like
you.
a fucking
Fucking
jackal.
thank
it's,
you.
it's